You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. What's good, Truly Unruly? What's up, Trufant? How you guys doing?
What's going on, baby? What's good? What's good?
We're doing pretty good. How are you, Kel?
Doing all right, man. You guys ready to dive into this amazing topic we have today? I want to get to it because I'm so excited about it.
Let's do it, bro.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
All right. The wife versus the baby mama. We have all heard of this age-old battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But
yeah. The historical battle.
but my first question to you guys, do you think that the term baby mama is a derogatory term? Because it's not calling someone the mother of your child. It's just calling them the baby mama.
Absolutely. That's why they have songs like that. That's just my baby. That, like, no, there's like a negative connotation with baby mama. Like when you're introducing somebody like, oh, that's my baby mama, I'm going to be like, oh, well, okay, yeah. Where's the real mama? Or like, where's the mother of your child? What?
I would just say
that is not a term of endearment.
It depends on where you're at with it and how you're using it. If you're putting that negative connotation on it, is that the right term? I think that's my dictionary term for the day. But putting that negative spin on it, baby mama doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's a she's has the baby and she's the mama.
Okay, so Wildin' Out, they do a segment where it's baby daddy, baby mama, baby daddy, baby mama, baby daddy, baby mama. Now, who wants the drama? And they freaking talk shit about baby mamas, baby daddies. So I don't know. I don't see anything.
It's one
like
of those.
You said, to each its own. But I still feel like, I don't know. You better address me correctly.
And maybe it matters who's saying it. Like in our community, there's a strong ER, but there's an A version of things, right? So if I
said it's not a term of endearment.
Yeah,
though.
but if I come up and be like, yeah, this is my baby mom, okay.
Would you ever do that?
I wouldn't do it, but like I know
when
people,
we weren't married and I had Carmen, would you ever introduce me as, that's my baby mom?
I may not introduce you at all, but that is a different conversation, different day, different time, right?
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, though, if we're in a good space and we're good, yeah, this is my baby mom, and we're in those type of communities, we don't talk like that. I don't talk like that, but people do, and in people's other communities, they do, and that's
what
okay.
What do they call them when they're on bad terms?
This is, they may even say this the mother of my child to try to get, technical and get specific and let people know that it's not good.
Is the mother.
But you say baby mama, it's kind of a playful thing. It's kind of a thing, or it can be. So I'm saying,
I understand what you're saying, but don't you ever call me your baby mama.
Don't close the door on baby mama so quick. Because it could be a playful thing. It could be a good thing.
Door shut.
But it just depends.
No
like in a business setting and, I don't think you would want to do that.
Exactly, a business setting. So,
but in some communities,
nice
the lines are blurred, though.
Yeah, it's my baby mama, Jessica.
But this is the mother of my children. But that's.
But have you guys ever have you guys ever seen a woman introduce herself as, oh yeah, I'm his baby's mama? I don't think people introduce themselves as that. Like I've never heard anyone say, oh well, that's my baby mama. Like in like a positive light. It's always like, well, that's my baby mama. But I've always seen
society doing that.
Yeah, but I've seen
society
people
doing that.
But I've seen people sound more prideful and more happy and more like I like this. Yeah, this is the mother of my kids. We're not together, but she's the mother of my kids. Meaning like she's great. Like I've heard that more in more of a positive light than baby mama.
Well, maybe because we adopt a lot of different type of like language and slang, because I'm sorry, you do not hear the others introducing the mother of their child as their baby mama.
Right.
I think it's a cultural thing. I don't know. But once again, first of all, you better introduce me.
Right.
Second of all, do not introduce me as your baby's mama.
But, and we'll probably talk about this a little bit later, but if you're just a baby mama, right, and you're supposed to be different, or you're off to the side, and if
your side piece,
your main is there, then it's
your
really
side piece mama.
No. It's no need to introduce the baby mama if you're there with your main. But in a situation where you had to introduce your baby mama, this is my ex, or we used to be together, but baby mama, like I said, is not in my vocabulary. I really don't use that. I don't have to, but in some people's lives, that's the real deal. People talk about it all the time.
Right. Or how about this is my this is Jessica.
Yeah.
And this is our child. Then that automatically.
I guess we forgot people had first names, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But baby mama to me is not a bad thing. Baby mama can be a cute, kind of playful name.
We're not in a playful stage.
We're not together, but this is my baby mama.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
We're doing great together. We're not together, but we are still smiling and laughing about it.
Well, all right, here we go.
But
the issues between wives and baby mamas usually come from the man involved. Some men don't know how to distinguish who is more important in his life. They don't know how to handle the situation. They struggle making the wife and baby mama happy at the same time. They expect the wife to respect the baby mama and understand she bore his seed. They also expect the baby mama to respect his wife and understand he's married to her.
Word up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That doesn't always happen, though.
Yeah, I know, right? So here's the first issue. Insecurity. If a baby mama is single, chances is that the wife's insecurity will be high. Unhealthy competition might just be in order of the day for them. The baby mama might use the children as an opportunity to remain close and intimate with the man.
Right. Using as leverage. Damn.
And that's messed up.
It is.
Wow.
It is. But it happens. It definitely happens. And the person that ends up losing, besides for the child, is the wife, depending upon who's insecure. They're probably both insecure, right? Mm-hmm. So it just depends on how the wife entered into the picture, how the baby mama. See, you got me saying baby mama. Anyways, how the baby mama exited the picture. Yeah. There's a lot of different factors that come into play. But there needs to be a mutual level of respect, period. Right. And the man kind of, I don't know, he has the power to cultivate that relationship. And so, yeah.
Right. So my 2 cents would be that it definitely comes down to the man in this situation when there's 2 women involved. And of course there could be 2 guys involved, and it could be a wife and or a girlfriend that's had a baby from past relationship, et cetera, et cetera. But in a situation where the man is dealing with 2 women, his current girl and his baby mom, it needs to be open communication out the gate. Even if it was a bad breakup, it was ugly, or sometimes the lines are blurred and the timing is blurred. Okay, this baby is 2 and I've only been with this person out front and out loud for a couple months, right? But it's all about the communication. And in a perfect world, and I know nothing is perfect, ego has to be placed to the side. Sometimes feelings or whatever got to be placed to the side, and not just for the women.
No, feelings are
for the man.
Front and center. The
man needs to be upfront, be honest, and open those lines of communication. I know it's not that easy though, and I don't even got a baby mom, but I know I've seen enough of my friends and seen enough things to know that it's not that easy. But from what I've gathered, that the communication has to be upfront, and not necessarily that you got to put people in their corner, in their place, but you got to set those boundaries early. You got to set the boundaries.
You got to set
if
the
you can.
You got to set the boundaries. And if you don't set the boundaries, it's a free for all, and it can get ugly.
But what if you? But what if you do all that, right? Let's say you do communicate with the baby mama and you let her know, like, hey, this is what it is, but she's so difficult. She's not hearing that, because I feel like. And correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like you hear more situations about baby mamas, or like the baby mama or the kid's mother or whatever, and the wife like hating each other, and not even really even having a conversation, but just don't like each other because of the position that each one is in. Then you hear with like baby daddies and like the new husband, because like I feel like with guys, or for at least guys that I know, that's kind of been a situation. When the new guy comes around, it's like, hey, well, as long as this guy isn't disrespecting my kid, he can have her. I don't really have a problem with this man. But I feel like for women, I hear more of the issues, and I've seen the issues where it's, well, F her, I don't like her, and it's like, well, you don't even know her, you've never even really had a chance to have a conversation with her to dislike her. But it turns into the more of, well, why didn't he marry me, or why wasn't I good enough?
Right.
It's almost like you can only control what you can control. So how do you manage dealing with that like type of personality when you try to, communicate and be upfront, but you just have this person that's just not going for it?
I don't know what you do, because it's not like you can sever ties, because she ultimately can dangle that child over you as a threat.
That's the worst.
It is the worst. And it really comes with maturity as well. Like, come on now. You've got to be mature enough to handle, the separation, and being the mother of his child, and respecting the fact. It's like maturity, respect, all that kind of stuff. And some people are just lacking one or both. So yeah. And as a guy, I mean, what do you do? I don't know. I've never been in that situation, so I don't know what you do.
Is that this may not be a popular answer, but you've moved on as the male in the situation, but you have to do some sort of you don't have to, but in some situations, massaging or going through a dance, not a physical massage, but you have to cater to that relationship, because that is a part. If you're not in that relationship, but there needs to be some open communication there. There's a child there. So there needs to be some sort of comfortability that's made in order to keep the situation smooth. So,
but not at the expense of your wife.
I know, not at the expense of your wife, but the baby mama needs to feel in a perfect situation
celebrated and loved.
No, she needs to feel like she's a part of this situation. I know that we watch these, of course, we watch these reality shows, and young Jock had his, the 6 or 7 baby mamas in the room, and they had a dinner or a Thanksgiving or whatever they did, but everybody was on good terms. And I assume it didn't start like that, but over time with the communication and everybody feeling like they are a part of this team, it works.
Hold up.
I said it wouldn't be popular.
First of all,
I said it wouldn't be popular.
TV, and they probably agreed to come together for monetary purposes.
They all got to check
to get their Instagram page
that's
going.
What it takes. Sometimes
so that it
that's
can get
what
monetized. Like those reasons. Of course, they're going to sit down and do that. Young Jock, no disrespect, meet me in the trap. No, I'm kidding. But no, Young Jock, he is not the dude. Does he seem like the type of dude that's going to get all his baby's mom together and like they just live in harmony and stuff?
We both seen it, so I don't know. I don't know if it was false or not, but I'm just using that as an example.
That's a poor example
of a perfect world of when things can go right.
Example. And women are, we're judgmental and hard on each other as it is. So mix that with insecurity and maybe the husband who just can't quite put his foot down. Either way, you're going to have some serious problems. It may come to blows. And I know it has before.
Well,
and it will again.
Well, this leads into our next one. This is perfect. Disrespect. So some baby mamas sometimes see herself as a wife and disrespects the wife at home. She also teaches her kids how to be disrespectful, and it's left for the man in the picture to draw the line. Now, some men still hang with their baby mamas, using the kid as an excuse. In such situation, if a man is finding it hard to draw the line to put everyone in their various positions, it's not a bad idea it's not bad to set boundaries as the wife.
Yes. As the wife, you can try to set boundaries, but if
you could set boundaries with the husband, right? Because that's more like getting on him, like, hey, dude, you need to set some boundaries here because this is getting out of hand, right?
You can suggest, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it doesn't always work like that. It really doesn't. Like you said, it is, well, yeah. There's a lot to it. There is a lot to it. But the disrespect and then having your kid disrespect the wife, there is really where a line should be drawn. A serious line by both of them, the wife and the husband. A line should be drawn.
I would say that the disrespect comes from lack of communication again. So I talk about this. The wife needs to communicate to the husband what she's wants from this situation, what she's looking for. And I'm talking about a perfect situation. I know this doesn't happen, but if it could happen in this order, okay, I'm coming into this relationship. I know you have a child. This is how I would like to see things go. Okay. Husband takes that information. Maybe he agrees, maybe he doesn't. He should honor his wife, communicate with the baby mom or the mother of his child, as y'all say, and kind of go through this dance. Okay, this is how I would like us to have this work. I want this to work. I don't want to disrespect you. I'm talking to the baby mom now, right? And you got to give her the calm words. I don't want to push you to the side. I know we're not together no more. And you hit them with the laugh and you make them comfortable. I don't want to do you like that. I want to make this thing work. And I'm not trying to be I don't want to be the bad guy, but I'm in this situation. Me and my wife are doing this. So let's try to do what's best for the child.
Have you ever, I don't even know if I've ever heard of something like that. Well, you live in a perfect fantasy world.
I'm different. It's not fantasy.
Like literally,
it's not fantasy.
You're going to go to an already bitter baby mama and say, now listen, hear me out here.
Ask who?
Absolutely not.
Ask the people like Sugar Free. Ask the people like the Bishop,
like a pimp
Magic Don Juan, and the dude that Dave Chappelle played as a pimp too. I can't remember what the name, but Silky. You gotta have Silky Johnston.
Shit, Silky Johnson.
Silky Johnson. You gotta and I guess I'm kind of making a joke, but you gotta be able to smooth this over if you want to live. You know what I'm saying, in a healthy, non-drama type of situation, and I know we don't want to disrespect the wife or the girlfriend, but the baby mama does have to have some type of energy towards her for her to feel, content. At least I believe so.
Some type of energy towards the wife?
No, the man or the gentleman that's in the middle of these two women. And it's not always two women. I don't want to do that. It could be a wife and it could be new husband and the old guy. But I'm saying,
I don't think that happens as often.
Whoever is in the middle has to play the part of smoothing this thing over, and that takes skill and that takes technique.
But it takes skill and technique and like maturity and maturity. So
I don't know, man. There's just too many bitter baby mamas out here, man. That
Kel?
I think baby mamas get a bad rap, man.
That don't like being that like. But that's the thing, though. It's
I'm
like,
team baby mama, man. I'm rooting for all the baby.
Don't get me wrong. There's baby mamas out here that are holding it down, that are handling their business. Like, believe that for sure. You know, there's single moms out here that are handling their business.
Absolutely.
But,
and you don't have to stay with a dude just because you got a child, though. So, yeah.
But what I'm talking about are those bitter ones that just, like, I don't know if it's, well, why it goes back to what I said earlier, that whole, like, why am I not good enough? And they're just bitter. And then a lot of them know that they have the power, so they can sit here and tell the court something like, well, he's making more money now, I need more money, or just all types of just weirdo shit to just want to, like, make things just more difficult because they can't get over the fact that this nigga don't want to be with them.
Right. Sometimes they are at the mercy of the baby mama. Because she holds the key to the child. So it can be difficult that way. Right?
And we make our bed.
Okay.
As men.
Yeah. Just agree. Sometimes.
So I know it's tough. I know it could be hard. I don't know. So let me put the disclaimer out.
Right.
I'm just speaking from a fictional place of imagination,
like,
right?
We literally don't know.
I'm speaking from the metaverse, right? This virtual world, or what I think it might be like, but it could be tough. But like I said, the communication, and I say this on the show all the time, everything's a dance. Like, you got to give a little, you got to do a little. It's a little back and forth. It's not always going to be in the favor of the wife and the husband, but they're a team, so they know, okay, let's give the baby mama a little love here, and let's smooth things over you
shouldn't have to tiptoe around nobody's. You shouldn't have to.
I didn't say tiptoe.
Yeah, let's show her some love.
Boundaries and least road of resistance.
Show the bitch some love. I don't like this bitch.
But don't disrespect, though. It's a child involved, though. So we got to take self out sometimes.
Well, that's what we have a hard time doing in life.
Well,
it's taking yourself
trouble.
Out.
That's when you get trouble.
It's trouble. So
it's funny you guys say that, because this kind of leads into their next question, you know, having to appease to a certain type of personality is personality. So the personality of the baby mama matters too. Some are actually very difficult to deal with. They see the wives as their rivals, so they'll do anything that they can to try to stir up trouble. So a man gave his baby mama money to make a hair appointment so she can, you know, buy some weave or something, right? She then sends a picture of the hair to his wife, indicating who paid for it. Some wives are usually at the mercy of such baby mamas.
That is true. That is true. The wives and the husbands can be at the mercy of the baby mama, but I wish my husband would give a trick, his baby's mama some money.
Mother of my children.
To get her tracks sewn in. Like, do you know how much it costs to get a full weave? Even a partial? Oh, hell no. Nope.
All right.
I would yeah, go ahead.
That's knee jerk though. That's a knee jerk reaction, and that's expected. But how I would do it in this hypothetical world that I live in is, okay, wife of mine, this is what the mother of my children / baby mama is asking for. And let's look at the pros and cons of this, right? So if we approach it smooth, it's not a big deal.
We?
Yeah, because I'm communicating with you, because that's how I would do it.
I already said that's a no-go.
I know, but I would be like, okay, do we want her to, at the next...
are you sleeping with her still?
Court deal, be like...
so she needs to get a new weave for the court deal? Does she not have a job?
These are all good questions, Jessica, but please let me finish. Do we want to be like, okay, fight her on everything, right? So when we go to the next deal, whatever that could really affect us, could change child support numbers, et cetera, do we want her to be in a good place, a good space, so we can get her little hair done? That's cool.
So you're cashing this chick out.
And maybe I give you...
No.
the money, and then you Venmo Yeah, and keep it smooth like that and keep me out of it.
That is so disrespectful.
And that
here, you give my baby mama money to pay for her own hair.
Because we're a team.
Take the goddamn child support that I'm paying you and get your hair done because people do that shit anyway.
So I put you on game and we're doing this together just to keep her quiet.
She's gaming you. I
can't be game.
Got him.
I can't be game.
That's why she sent the picture. I still got him. He's paying for my hair. I cracked the door. I'm going to kick it wide open.
Marcus, if your wife were to send the baby mama money, do you know how fast she's screenshotting that and sending that to her friends? Look, I got his wife sending me da-da-da-da-da-da. Because here's the thing. Here's the other thing. I'm not with you anymore. I'm already paying you monthly, right?
Right.
So why do I need to pay for your aesthetic? We don't have sex anymore. I have sex with my wife. So I'm good. I pay for her hair and her nails.
Right.
I don't pay for your hair and nails. I'm not with you. Right. I kick you down when I'm supposed to kick you down every month. Everything. Because this thing, since we're not together, you've now opted out of the lifestyle. So why am I supposed to support the lifestyle? The new nigga's supposed to do that.
Exactly. It's like a Felicia from Friday. Hey, can I get some money for some hair? First
Let me borrow your car right quick.
Let me borrow your car, Craig.
You might want to go natural. Like, I don't know what your edge situation, I don't know what your hair situation looks like, but if you can't afford to get your hair done, you got to do something else. You do a low cut. I don't know, a fade. Fuck, I have no idea. But do not ask my husband to fund your habit. And like Kel said, it's aesthetics. Insurance doesn't pay for that shit in real life.
I got one last thing to say about it. And this is my rebuttal because I think you and
there is
Kel,
no rebuttal.
It's going over you guys' head,
no rebuttal.
Right?
Actually, there's none.
This is a big picture thing. Hair in the big scheme of things, to me, is a minimal thing. Even if you want to screenshot and you want to show your little friend and you want to do this, you want to do that, we are on the same page and this is where we at. If you want to play those games, and I call those childish games, or I'm going to screenshot, I'm going to do this, that necessarily shouldn't move us either way because we see ourselves as bosses. We see ourselves as really doing it, right? So the little cool stuff, okay, yeah. You want to go get your hair done? Cool. All right, I throw that at you. You can have that, but don't be doing no other extra shit that's gonna throw this thing off. If that's gonna keep you quiet,
she's gonna keep asking.
Me doing your hair done from time to time. It's not all the time, and I'm in control of that, and I can set that up. I can
exactly. You're in control.
Yeah, I can build that foundation.
Say no.
Maybe.
I wish you would do that.
And this is hypothetical. So you got to keep it at least about a 6.
I were
see
your
you
wife,
going 9 right
and
now.
I
see
find
you going
out,
9.
and she sends me a screenshot.
But after we talked about it, though.
No. Kel didn't say that, though.
I know, but I'm saying how I would do it. It would never be a secret, and that's what I'm saying.
You got to know women because we could talk about it, and I could be like, "Yeah, go ahead, send her. Go ahead, send her the money."
I will let you do it.
It's over for us. I am going to whoop your ass. I will let you do it.
And then I'm out of it. I'm protecting self too. I would say, yeah, just tell her that we'll do this time, and then I'll let you do it and smooth.
Okay, he's fired. Clearly, he's never been in a type of situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, but isn't it like since you're not together with this person, it's like, okay, all right, my kid lives with you, or my kid is there with you. I'll take care of the essentials because I got to make sure my kid is good.
Mm-hmm.
But why should I have to take care of the extracurricular?
That's great, though. The essentials. You just said the money that you're giving her for the kid, she needs to take care of her hair with that.
Once again, do you know how much a good weave
I'm not sure.
costs?
But it can get really expensive. I know that.
It can cost thousands. What I'm saying is I'm giving you money because I'm gonna make sure that my kid has food. I'm gonna make sure my kid is clothed. Right. Hell, I'll kick you down some money to make sure that part of your rent's paid. But then when it comes to everything else after that,
is that different, Jess? Is that different?
But listen. What I'm saying is, when I have to take when it comes to your personal things that has to do with you and your shit, like I'm not gonna. It's like this. I'm not gonna get divorced from my baby mama and ask my baby mama to send me money for shoes because I need a new pair of kicks. You know what I'm saying?
If you play it right, and you might be able to do that, Kel.
Well, that's
what I'm saying. It's not about playing it right.
No,
but that's what I'm saying. Society's gonna
Society's
gonna look at that and be like, "Well, nigga, you're trifling. Buy yourself your own pair of shoes. You're not with her."
Hey,
you see
man,
what I'm saying?
It's not about society. It's about the circle of trust, though. So
there is okay.
So if it's built properly,
you're
young Jacques as the example, and this is hypothetical. I'm just playing the other side of
show,
it,
Marcus.
Right,
Marcus. It's produced.
What are they all chipping in to buy one person's weave? Is that how tight they are?
Maybe.
I have no.
But like I said, you had past relationships with these women folk, right?
You don't know how long they had a relationship. Nothing. Nope. You don't.
I'm just saying it could work like that, Kel. It doesn't have to be a negative thing. I'm not with the mother of my child anymore, so it's ugly, it's nasty. It doesn't have to be like that, and that's what I'm saying. Now I'm with my new wife, and they hate each other. It does not have to be like that. It's all I'm saying. I'm playing around with it, yeah,
right,
but it doesn't have to be like that.
So you appease the baby's mama.
No, I'm not.
And
communication and respect all the way around is what I'm saying. In order to move forward in a productive way.
Right, but Marcus, if I'm already by the government, this woman that is already making me send her a check every month because the government is telling me I'm supposed to do so.
Tough, yeah.
Why am I giving her more money to get her hair done? I mean, I'm already sending you money that's supposed to pay for what I'm supposed to pay for.
You know why the only reason why he's doing that is because he's still sleeping with her. He's trying to keep her quiet.
That's where the communication between me and you would be. I mean, there's none of that going on. I'm not over there. I'm not doing that.
Well, we should take a vote. Who would actually do that? Baby mama or baby daddy?
Right.
Who would actually do that? Yeah, I gotta, I'm sorry, honey, but my ex, he needs some Jordans, and I really feel like I need. And as a matter of fact, can you please send him the money? It'll look better. It might smooth things over if you send him money to go get Jordans. Same thing.
Yeah, it is the same thing. It is.
I know.
It is, and
you would be like, hell no. You are not going to do that.
And I mean, I know we can get into the what ifs and set up a bunch of different scenarios, but there could be a scenario where that might be okay.
It's never okay. It's never okay to continue.
Maybe. Not continue.
You are continuing.
And it's not a one person thing. If we communicate about it for the greater good, for the big picture, is Jay's today. And that avoids more influx or more negative withdrawals from the pockets later due to different stuff that she could go. She or he could go to the courts with.
First of all, maybe I need to rethink my decision marrying you, because what type of bum bitch needs you to fund her hair? Like, do a go fucking fund me or something.
Thanks.
Go into everybody's Instagrams and on Facebook. You can go that route.
I think the only time that I would ever do something remotely close to that is if something like, the baby's dad, like he might actually be a good guy, but might be down on hard times because he might have like just got out of prison or like on drugs or something. And like this nigga's like really fucked up, and I was like, yo, this nigga needs some clothes. Like, yo, put some clothes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want the nigga's kids to be embarrassed. Like, yo, put some clothes on this nigga.
Right.
Like,
exactly what I'm saying.
No, you're not.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
So you're saying when she gets fresh out of prison, you need to hurry up and give her a weave, right? Because that's the only way she can survive, right?
It could be weave, it could be clothes, like
4 packs of $2,000 bundles in her hair, right?
I mean, it could be anything. But it just depends. All I'm saying is sometimes you got to step outside the box a little bit. But
please.
But the communication must be key.
Well, there are certain situations, like dire situations, or and
I need to talk to my current girl first before any decisions are made, so she doesn't feel like she's being disrespected,
right,
or put below the old relationship, because that's not what it should be.
But once again, if you're down on your luck, you should not be asking for bundles.
That's the last thing you should be asking for, a bundle.
You should not be asking for bundles, okay? So
bundles are key.
You go on it. You go right on ahead. You go ahead and
that
give
is
it. You go.
Funny.
You go.
All right, so here's the last one, you guys. Taking responsibility. So some men don't take responsibility for their children. So the baby mama is always around, even when she's not wanted. Sometimes the wives have a hand in the men shying away from child support. They'll do all that they can to stop it. Stopping it does not change the fact that they are his children. And cases like this encourage him to be irresponsible. Now, I've seen stuff like that when like the wife is just so bitter.
Depends on the
that she's like, you don't need to pay her nothing. You need to pay her. Fuck that bitch. Not realizing, well, it's still that man's kids. Like he still needs to take care of his kids.
Right. And that's where you have to think of the bigger picture.
And not the knee-jerk reaction, off emotion, which is normal, but...
Right. That hurts your child more than anything. So...
Right.
But... I do understand being slightly bitter, especially if your baby's dad is catering still to the baby's mom and like, occasionally giving her money to get her weave done and shit. I would be like, that's enough. You didn't gave that bitch $2,000 to get her bundles in. Sorry, you ain't giving her another motherfucking dime.
Maybe you build up enough. You build up enough credit by buying these bundles, right? The child support comes down, or maybe they don't ask you anymore. Okay, I'm gonna just take that off the table, and we just gonna do this.
So you think by giving her bundles, she's gonna say, "Okay, now I don't need child support."
That's extreme, and it's a joke. But I'm saying my overall thing is you respect your BM. Don't treat her like trash just because you're not with her no more.
Your bowel movement?
That might come back to you in a positive way.
Okay, right.
But y'all got to understand that, right?
Yes, but there's still circumstances where I can see wives being bitter, especially if
it's a normal reaction.
It didn't go well.
Right.
And the transition and
there's always stuff.
There could be some issues.
There's always stuff. But
yeah. And it depends on the guy too. If the guy's like, yeah, you're right. What kind of dude are you?
Well, at the end of the day, I summarize it with this. People need to just actually know who the hell they're having their kids with before they have them. I think that's the biggest problem. People be having kids so damn fast. You just met a person, 6 months in, you didn't have a kid with them, and then you find out later they're a psychopath.
Wait a minute, Kel.
Stuff happens.
How did you know? Are you talking shit about us right now?
No, I'm not talking shit about you guys. But we had the discussion. Remember, we've had that discussion before of like in a relationship, like the first year, a person's usually wearing a mask, and then you really find out who they are, like after that first like 10 months to a year. So it's like people that are having kids with people 4 months, 5, 6 months, even having a kid with somebody 2 years in with being with somebody, I think is like
everything's a roll of the dice. Right. So you never really know what you're getting into. Kids change a relationship, things change, and you never really know. So
you never really know. You could have a fucking gym after 6 months of knowing them and getting them pregnant. You don't even know it.
Yeah, I mean, but that's, it's a numbers game. It's a dime a dozen.
Yeah.
So you just got to make sure that you get the dime out that dozen.
Right.
Because if you don't, you might have to be the nigga that has to bribe your baby mama with bundles so she don't go crazy and key your car again. God damn.
That would be a reason. You're right, Kel. Bribing her like, hey.
Respect.
Let's keep this.
Hey, girl, I got these bundles of this human hair, this Indian hair, girl. You're going to love this virgin hair.
Right. Is it virgin? What color? Is it a 2B? Is it a 1B? Like, is it a
wait
girl?
For the comments, because I think everybody
gonna ride with me. Is it the Hawaiian silky? Like, what is it? Let me know. I need to know. The way
you think they're gonna ride with you, Marcus?
I mean, it's gonna be interesting because I'm gonna ask the question though, from the female perspective though, from the main girl's perspective. I would like to hear it, so it's gonna be interesting.
You are, since knowing you, Marcus, you are one of the most diplomatic people I think I've ever met in my life. Like, you try very hard to like.
I do. I work at it. It's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
To see the positive side of things. I know you hate
I'm the baby mama. I'm just going to go. I'm just reckless and just whatever.
But that's society setting the baby mamas up like that. That's not all baby mamas.
Right.
All baby mamas, if you
refer to her as a baby mama, you're automatically going to get that type of assumption. Yes.
I don't think so. I don't think it has to be negative. It doesn't have to. We talked about the A and the ER version. It doesn't have to be seen as negative.
Okay.
Well, this was a great episode, you guys. I can't wait to get feedback too from the audience about it, because we're definitely going to ask a couple questions, because this one's a strange one, man. I just can't.
I'm a little nervous about it, but
and
I think I'm good.
We have no idea. Like, literally, all of us have no idea because we've never been in that situation. True. But we're just it's like a hypothesis. This is like, I don't know, even know if it's an educated guess. It's just a guess.
I just love how upset you get, Jess, for a person that doesn't even exist. That's like the best part of it. Like, if you ever, it's like, yo,
I feel deeply about that shit. I can just imagine it, and I know how girls can be, women can be. So I automatically take offense.
Yeah. No,
and you, we'll talk later.
Hey.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break up a happy home on a Monday night.
I got broad shoulders. I can handle it.
There you go. Yeah. Truly Unruly. My name is Kel, Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. Of course, follow the page on Instagram, trulyunruly_podcast. Follow Marcus_Trufant on IG, Jessica_Trufant. You can follow me, media_Kels. You can listen to us, stream us on all your favorite streaming platforms. And of course, you can catch the visual on YouTube. Just search Truly Unruly Podcast and subscribe to Marcus Trufant on YouTube. Of course, subscribe on your favorite podcasting platforms. And of course, catch us every Sunday on the Converge Network. So till next time, y'all.
All right.
Holla.
Peace out.
Peace and love.